Okay, welcome to day 5 of the 5-day Healthy Mind and Body Detox Challenge. First, I'd like to say that we are giving away a gift certificate, and we'll be looking for participation in the comments. So if you could post #Zing if you want to enter the contest. You can do that in any of the challenge videos in the Clean Food Tribe, and you can do that in the Zoom chat or the YouTube comments. So we will be posting replays of this. If you're not able to watch it live or catch the whole thing live, of course, check your email for a 10% off coupon, which is a bonus also. Please join the Clean Food Tribe and you will find out about future challenges. So we'll get going. I'll do a little review. This challenge is about setting your body up to cleanse itself on a daily basis. So you're bringing in toxins and stress and things, and you're cleansing them out. And we started with sleep. Sleep is important because the body needs a period of recovery and rebuilding. You know, your tissues, your muscles, your nervous system, your hormones. We went to water, making sure you're hydrated and drinking enough water. Problems can arise when you're dehydrated. Then we went on to nutrition. On Wednesday, we had nutrition. We talked about eating nutrient-dense foods like mostly vegetables and dark green leafy vegetables especially. And we also looked at some easy recipes, and we looked at a couple of products that you could introduce, like even with your water, into your morning routine. Yesterday, we talked about exercise and the benefit of getting your body oxygenated and moving. And that brings us to day 5. Day 5, we're going to just kind of freestyle some stuff. And we will be talking about meditation. That's actually going to be your homework. Along with that kind of goes exploring spirituality. We'll talk about energy, you know, physical energy. Could be mental energy too. We'll talk about some supplements and other therapies and what to expect. We can talk about longer cleanses, and we'll have a Q&A also if we need to do that. So I wanted to go back to day 3 briefly and say, you can go to the grocery store or even the convenience store, the 7-Eleven or the Royal Farms, Highs, and you can see a juice that looks like a green juice. We have something called Bolt House in this area, or Naked Juice, and they have green juices in bottles. The thing about those juices is if you look at the sugar content, they're loaded with sugar. A lot of those are apple juice, basically with a little bit of green in it to make it look green. Apple juice is kind of like, you know, the filler of those juices. Because, you know, a green juice that you make at home, you know, you couldn't take that and mass market it in convenience stores. You'd need something like an apple juice, an orange juice, a grape juice, basically just to add to it. So when you drink those, you can look at the grams of sugar on the back and see if it's over 10, it's probably more like 20 or 30 grams of sugar. Some of those drinks could have 50 grams of sugar. And so you're talking about an ounce or 2 of pure sugar in those drinks. I would avoid those drinks. I would, you know, if you want a green drink and you're on the go, just take a powder with you and put it in your water. Or just drink water and skip the sweetened juices altogether. Also, complexity is the enemy of execution. If things are too complex, you're not going to want to execute on them. So it seems simple to sleep for 8 hours. And some of you might be like, you know what, I have my sleep nailed down, I'm good with that. And that's fine. You can move on to the next step with water. You know, drinking 8 glasses of water, it's simple. We don't have to make this complex. You can put salt in your water. You can do a green juice in the morning. We want you to start where you're at and add some things in. Like nutrition. Nutrition can be as simple as drinking that green juice in the morning or having 1 green smoothie per day. And you do that and you check that box off and you're done. Don't think about it anymore. If you want to do more, then do more. Like I will take a green powder in water and I'll drink a green smoothie. And usually one of my bottles of water, I'll put a teaspoon or 2 of salt in. Now, when I'm cleansing, I may do more, more salt, but only in 1 bottle of water. I would drink a lot more bottles of water with no salt. And then somebody had asked, how do you know when to cleanse? And it kind of goes along with like, well, how do you know that you can feel better? So we put ourselves like in these little boxes. You might be in this box here. And you don't know, like there's this whole larger box, And, by drinking that green juice, you can break down the walls of this box and see outside. And maybe you do experience something better. But if you're in this box, doing what you always did, you might think that's as good as you can feel. And so, I want to push you if you're in this box. I mean, we could all sit at home, and watch QVC and drink coffee. But maybe we want to try something different. Maybe we give up coffee for a month and we add in green juice. Maybe we turn the TV off and we take that walk. That was part of day 4, the walk. A 35-minute walk, and the box, now we can see outside. We are in this littler box. Now we can see this box here, and it's like, wow, I can feel better. And now you might want to do something else. And it's like, all of a sudden, now I feel even better, and I feel even better. Taking a walk seems simple. And, for some people, a 35-minute walk, you could start. Other people, you do a 60-minute walk. Today, I did a 45-minute muscle workout. It was only on shoulders. There was different shoulder exercises, and it was like about a 45-minute workout. I added some abs at the end. It was about a half an hour of shoulders and 10 minutes of abs. But I'm still going to go for an hour walk. Now, I skipped the morning walk today. I've been doing it every day this week and early in the morning this week. I will do it. It is raining today. But, the walk is just a time where I can get my thoughts together and get clarity on the day, really. So these are simple things. Now, some of you might want to do a lot more than just take a walk. And if you want to take the hard road, you could do 2 45-minute workouts. One workout would be a walk for 45 minutes or a run, and then you would add in something else. For most people, that would probably seem overwhelming. So you want to make it simple, to where you are right now in your life. And then just challenge yourself, to see the next, level that you can make it to. And that's kind of like why we made that Daily Greens product. And I know I'm going to talk about the bundle again today, but I've decided to take that Daily Green 10-ounce product because it's simple. You take a spoonful, stir it in water, drink it. You can check that box off. That's an easy way to do something simple and see if it makes a difference. And we have a low price on that product, and it's just going to be for this weekend. It is a new product. It depends on when ingredients. It has lemon juice powder and some other things in there. Whether it can be produced for us or not, it's not, always available all year. So today it's raining outside here, and it's going to rain all day. And that's kind of like, the Earth's way of cleansing itself. We have a lot of cicadas in this area, and they're actually starting to like die in the road and driveway. But the rain is going to wash some of those away. And whenever it rains, I try to think of, in what area of my life can I have like a new beginning? Like what should I let go and what should I add in? So it's interesting, on day 5 now, it's going to be raining the entire day, and we have 100% chance of rain for most of today. Instead of looking out the window and seeing clouds and rain and being like, darn, think of it as a renewal, a day for renewal. I was driving my son to school, and I saw, and it was raining. I saw a woman jogging in the rain. And she was probably around my age. But I was like, that to go out and jog, it's cloudy. It was around 7 a.m. That's pretty tough. Get yourself out there on the road in the rain with cars and stuff early in the morning. But I'm like, wow, I'm so impressed to see that. And it made me want to go out and like take my 60-minute walk in the rain or go do a jog in the rain. So today we're going to talk about meditation, and this would be kind of like more of a mind detox. We can experience, challenging relationships, bosses, spouses, relatives, maybe parents, children, and taking 20 minutes in the day, or even 5 minutes. You can do 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Most meditation gurus, base it on 20 minutes. You can always do another 20 later in the day, but get 20 done as early as possible, and you can check that box off. But it's quieting the mind. And there's lots of different meditations out there. I do a mantra meditation. Now, years ago, I would just repeat number 1. And because I heard that somewhere, I would just repeat number one. But these thoughts do come into your mind, and you kind of like want to sweep them out, go back to the mantra. Then I started thinking, well, I'm number 1. I have to be number 1 for myself. And if I'm number 1 for myself, then I can actually show up for other people, but I have to show up for me first. And that's kind of like all this practice combine these little things. Am I sleeping? Am I drinking water? Am I having a green smoothie? Did I walk? Did I meditate? We can stack these up on top of each other and get a lot of benefit and discover, maybe, you know what, I do feel better. I feel a lot better. I want to continue. Another mantra I'll use is a sequence of things that I say, starting with I love you, and it's like the mind telling the body, I love you, my body, and I love me, I love my mind. So I love my mind, I love my body. And then I might say, I'm fit, strong, confident, and worthy. I might say, thank you for, my life. Thank the Lord. If you're a spiritual person, thank my higher power. I will think of a few things I can be grateful for. I'm grateful to be here today. I'm grateful for the ground I'm standing on. And then I'll do some forgiveness. I'll forgive my parents They did the best they could do. I might forgive someone else if I thought they need forgiveness. I also, there are other meditations. Some people will do an Om and put different words after Om. You can do, God unconditionally loves and accepts me, and just repeat that for 20 minutes. But these are things you can try now, because a lot of people say, I can't meditate. But there's so many ways to meditate. If you can just sit there and clear your mind of thoughts for 20 minutes, you're actually getting the brain into an alpha state, which is like just when you wake up, the first 5 minutes, kind of like when you're in bed and you wake up. You can really like program the mind the best during that time. And so getting into the alpha state calms the brain down, calms the nervous. Appreciates strength for my body and my mind. God unconditionally loves and accepts me. Om is one they use in the yoga circles. That's supposed to be the sound that was made when Earth was created or the universe was created. There's a lot of guided meditations. I'm kind of like doing my own guided meditation when I go through the I love you, I love me, and gratitude and thank you and forgiveness. And then that only takes like a couple of minutes. And then I'll go into, I need to sweep away. I need to have that windshield washer, and clear the thoughts away as they come. And sometimes I've sat there for 20 minutes, but it literally feels like I've been there like 2 hours. I mean, I just can't believe that it was only 20 minutes went by. And then you take a couple minutes to, come out of it. You could be near at a really rested state. Your heart rate might be a little slower. Some people like listen for guidance. They might have a question that they ask, here's what I want. Now I'm going to listen for how. You tell me how. And some people do that. You can just pose a question and then go into meditate and see if an answer came to you by the end. It's just something you have to try. If you fall asleep, now chances are you're not getting enough sleep. So if you fall asleep, that's great. Take a nap. And then, try another meditation at a different time. Eventually you won't fall asleep because you'll start getting enough sleep because you're going to do day one homework again. Now, sometimes if you're extremely fatigued and tired and you just feel like you can't go on, it could mean that your adrenals are shot, especially like if you're a coffee drinker, because coffee will have the adrenals just flash out adrenaline. And of course, you're getting a dopamine kick too, just like when you eat a piece of cake or pie or chocolate. So meditation, that's kind of our big concept for today. Now you can make everything, more complex easily. Some of you might want to do a more complex working out, because like the HIIT training or the CrossFit, the boot camps, it does feel good, even half an hour. I did a boot camp once and I lost about 32 pounds in 6 months, and losing like 5 pounds a month. That's a good rate. You can lose weight faster. You can lose weight slower. Obviously, you don't want to lose it too late. Too fast is what they advise, like 10 pounds a month. But it also depends on your body type, your body size. It depends on how overweight you are, how much you're going to lose. I knew someone that did do a raw food boot camp years ago, and she would work with, morbidly obese people. And some of these people would lose 100 pounds in like 6 months or a year. And that's pretty incredible. But I have lost 5 pounds a month for 6 months. I wanted to lose about 30 pounds. And I was doing a HIIT training, a boot camp, a high intensity interval training 3 times a week for about an hour. And they had half-an-hour classes, but I would do 2 of them in a row. Some of them, because they're changing up, they're trying to make it fit into people's busy schedules. So, but even a half an hour is good. And you're getting your heart rate up, down, up and down, like 10 times within that half an hour. It felt good. I did give up caffeine and coffee during that time period, and I was eating plant-based. I was doing about 12 to 1,500 calories a day. I mean, I am a 6'2". I'm a big person. So it's hard for me to only eat 1,200 or 1,500 calories in a day. You're talking about a smoothie or oatmeal with some fruit on it for breakfast, a smoothie for lunch, and a salad for dinner. Calories do add up fast depending on what you put on them. So since I'm in the business, I've gotten to try lots of stuff. And I notice, like, I'm just going to give you some experiences on different products. Like, I decided to take CoQ10, and I felt really great. I mean, it was incredible. I think I took CoQ10 for maybe a year. Like, I'm not taking it presently that often, but every day I took CoQ10, I just felt great. Eventually, I started to just feel kind of normal again. So then I would say, well, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try the AFA, which is a blue-green algae from Oregon. Very concentrated stuff in it. It actually has some happy chemicals in there. So I would do that, and it'd be like, wow, I just feel incredible when I take this teaspoon of AFA in, water. Now, of course, if some of these, the marine phytoplankton, with marine phytoplankton, after a while, I was like, no, I don't want to do AFA anymore. And then, like marine phytoplankton was big back like 2008, 9, 10 through 12. It's still around. A couple little dropperfuls of that. You're getting these trace minerals. That really has trace minerals. It's actually plankton, which is an algae in the ocean. It's interesting how these algae are really powerful. They're powerful because they have chlorophyll and they're green. So that goes back to the dark green color. Of course, you can buy dark leafy greens in the store. So for a while, it was like, marine phytoplankton, yay, I feel great. So I do try different things. And right now, I'm not doing much except for vitamin D, vitamin C, and some of the DHA, EPA. I had talked about that in one of the, I think on day 3, actually. That is microalgae oil, and it tastes fishy. It tastes fishy because that's what fish eat to get their fishiness. We talked about that, and how the pink in salmon is actually astaxanthin, which is a component of red algae. Astaxanthin is powerful. Like, you will hear a lot about that in the coming years, especially related to cancer. It's just a powerful antioxidant. Anything with color is an antioxidant, and they do play a role in the daily repair and detox of your body. Bell pepper, green, red, orange, yellow, purple cabbage. There's lots of things. Maki berry is purple. Blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. When you have a salad, get vegetables with lots of color. See how much color you can put in there. If you like to make coleslaw, put some purple cabbage, some red pepper, and some yellow. Green cabbage, purple cabbage, red bell pepper, and some carrots, some orange carrot in there. They probably do have a yellow carrot. I know they have red and purple carrots. The medicinal mushrooms, a lot of people take those every day now, and I see ads on Facebook and other places for these different mushroom drink concoction like mushrooms and coffee and mushrooms and cocoa and different mushroom products. Cacao is a good one. I've definitely eaten my share of cacao nibs and cacao beans and powder over the years. I'm kind of lucky because, you know, I sell all the stuff and I can try pretty much anything, but I do eat what I sell, and I've eaten a lot of it, like spirulina and spirulina tablets. The spirulina tablet is an easy way to get spirulina into your body, and spirulina is 50% protein. When I was doing that when I talked about the boot camp and losing the weight, before my workout, I would eat about 10 tablets, 10 to 20 of spirulina, and just like half a banana. And then I had a lot of energy to actually, you know, do my best in the workout. So yeah, this challenge is, I want to put some simple things in place, but also, you know, let you know more things of like what's out there. So some of today could be overwhelming. There's a person named Max Gershon, and you know, the FDA went after him because he was actually helping people cure cancer, and it turns out that he was actually just using some pretty in-depth detox methods on them and detoxing their liver and gallbladder. And he kind of like, well, he used the coffee enema. I'm not going to say he came up with it. Maybe he did. Even on Amazon, if you search coffee enema, all these people have products. Like there's coffee out there just for coffee enemas. And it's like, okay, it's just coffee. I mean, sure, maybe you want to get organic coffee. Yeah, get the best coffee. I mean, but I've never done that. I haven't read about it. And if you look on Amazon, you will be surprised how many results there are in the search for that. And I think you can go to a Max Gershon clinic in Mexico. Like if someone had some extreme illness, they could go there, but they're going to give them a coffee enema and they're going to feed them like green juices. And the caffeine goes right into the liver and it stimulates it to just flush itself out. So it's interesting. But yeah, on Amazon, there's like at-home coffee enema kits. And I thought about it, but as of this date, I have not tried it. And that's not really the topic of this challenge. Now, if we do a longer cleanse, things to expect can really be like, could be anything. And like if you joined a cleansing group and we're doing like a 2-week cleanse, you know, you would hear people talk about all kinds of different things. And really, the only thing the person can say that's running the cleanse would be, you know, it's got to be a cleansing symptom. So it could be constipation, fatigue, just being tired and brain fog. So if you know you had enough sleep, you know, and you know you were doing some other things and you were still tired, then it probably is your cleansing. During a cleanse, when you introduce fat like nuts or animal products with fat, that's going to slow the cleanse. In general, digestion will slow a cleanse. That's why you do the blended food and the water, the salt water. But it's interesting because these same reasons that these things you can experience during a cleanse might be the same reason why you want to do a cleanse. Chiropractic. Now, I was kind of skeptical. I had a back injury in an accident long ago and had some back pain. I actually did the whole MRI and physical therapy, and it's called spondylolisthesis. And I decided sometimes when I would do certain activities or sit for a long time, I would just be in pain for like 3 days with my back. And interesting, before I started the boot camp, I had intense back pain, and it was very hard to do some exercises, but I stuck with it. You know, even like a push-up, just getting my legs and my arms to like work together and keep my body straight was hard at times. But you know, after a few months of doing knee push-ups, I was able to do push-ups again. And I actually found that by working out, my back pain went away. So I also started going to a chiropractor, and he was like, the condition you have, you know, you're going to have no problems until you're at least 150. And I was like, cool, you know, I'm going to come to you. And he actually would show me, okay, here's the spot in your back, and now, you know, try to hold your legs strong and see how that doesn't work. And then he would do an adjustment, which is usually like a cracking somewhere, or many places in my case. And then he would do the same thing. Okay, now hold your legs strong, and you can instantly tell the difference. So I am not a chiropractic skeptic. I use it all the time. And it does, you know, it costs about $50 every time you go. But I would definitely explore that depending on what symptoms you're experiencing. Because when your spine, when your nervous system is aligned, you can just, like, everything is better. You know, if you have some weird neck pain or back pain, or you just feel off somewhere, go there. Like I can feel like on my right side, I will go out sometimes. I started running more recently after, you know, spring came, and I was like, I definitely feel, you know, something there, and I went to the chiropractor to straighten that out. And now I've been running a few times over the past few weeks, and I feel fine. Different things. One time I hurt my shoulder. I was basically hanging on something and pulled my shoulder really bad. So I thought, well, I have to go to physical therapy. So I went to 10 physical therapy sessions, and I still, like, you know, I couldn't really do this. I could get to about here and it would hurt. And it was almost like frozen, but it was not frozen shoulder. And then I was like, why haven't I gone to the chiropractor? So he literally gets behind me, puts my arm like this, pulls it, and we hear a pop. And like all of a sudden it was like 98% better. Like I felt like I wasted my time going to the physical therapist. And he's like, we just do things differently here. I mean, he literally, it took him less than 30 seconds to just, and he did this on my arm, and I felt my shoulder pop, and it was better. And like, I mean, doing something like this was almost impossible at times when I had a shoulder injury. Luckily, I haven't injured myself much. So I'm here to like put some stuff out there and get you thinking. I know a lot of these are kind of complex, and I don't want to make things complex for you, but I do want to at least let you know that there is some things out there that you could research or explore. And of course, you could contact me directly if you'd like to have a conversation or maybe a coaching session. I'd be glad to talk about anything in more depth. I mean, I went to school for programming. I'm a tech person. I was a software engineer. I'm an analytical person. I'm a logical, detailed person. I just look at things from a logical standpoint, from what I've read and studied over the years. And that's how I make my decisions. And that's how I would go about, you know, coaching someone. So day 5 homework is do a mantra meditation for 20 minutes. And if you want to take that up a step, try it for the next 7 days. And also, we are going to be giving you a 10% off coupon for products. And as I said, you can enter the contest by typing in #Zing in the comments. Any of the challenge posts in the Clean Food Tribe on Facebook. We will be putting lots more stuff out there in the Clean Food Tribe. And you can actually, it can be like a community. You can have some accountability in there. Invite some of your friends to join too. You can post the hashtag in the Zoom call or in the comments on YouTube. And we'll also be sending out news for the next challenge. That might be up. Now we're going to do a green smoothie challenge next month. And we'll be doing more challenges in the future. Now we are kind of overwhelmed in general in life nowadays because there's so much on the internet that we can see, and the Facebook feeds and Instagram and YouTube and just this everything going on. I would recommend, you know, putting down the phone and focusing on the simple things that I've brought up, like, you know, sleeping, drinking your water, meditating, taking a walk. It would be a lot better for you doing that rather than scrolling on Facebook. So we don't want you to be overwhelmed. And we're going to offer the bundle at $100 off because it's a $250 value. So it's only $149. And that just would give you a chance to try some products. What we're also going to do is the Daily Green product that we have. We're going to offer this at $30. It regularly sells for $50, but you do have to pay shipping. Right now, there's a flat rate shipping on the website for $7.99. But hey, try this. Spoonful in water in the morning every day. Do it for a month. And let us know. Let us know how you feel. That might be what you need to kind of like break down one of these walls of wherever, you know, whatever size box you're in now, and then seeing out to the next level of yourself. Now, this is our first challenge. We did one last month that was food. I did participate in that a little, so I'm calling this our like first official challenge. That was kind of like a trial. It's the first one I've done. And so our summary was day 1, we talked about sleep. Day 2, we talked about water. Day 3, we talked about nutrition. Day 4, exercise. And today we talked about a few different things briefly: meditation, some other supplements and things, spirituality, and how that relates to relationships also. What I'm also going to do today is I'm going to show you what it might look like if you did a longer cleanse. First, let's talk about an easy 2-week cleanse. What you would do the first week, you would eat 1 solid meal per day. It could be, you know, lunch and dinner, but at the same time. Could be a big meal. And then you would have 2 liquid meals. So you would have 2 liquid meals, 1 solid meal, and you would do that for a week. You're kind of like, you know, when you eat less, your metabolism is going to slow down. That's typically what would happen if people diet. They slow their metabolism down, but then they go off their diet and binge, and they gain the weight back. So if you're going to do a longer cleanse, you want to go into it easy and then come out kind of easy. Then the second week, you would do all liquid plant-based, and preferably no caffeine or alcohol. You could also, now it could be shorter than a week. You could do like 3 days of the 1 meal and 2 liquid, and then 3 days of only liquid. And then you could try like a water day if you wanted to. I don't really do water fasting. I know some people do it. Arnold from Arnold's Way in Lansdale, Philadelphia, he has done some long water fasts. I think he did a 30-day and documented it. He literally lost like a pound a day. But I mean, he is an older person like me. He lost a lot of weight. I mean, he could have lost some muscle too, and that would be where I would not want to do that. He probably didn't do some weightlifting during that cleanse. You're going to be weak. I've seen people do like coconut water cleanses for a week. So now after that 2 weeks, if you did do like the second week all liquid, then you would start like for the next 2 or 3 days, you do one meal a day, and then just kind of like over 3 days, start eating more. Because then your metabolism will come back up. Now I'll go through the bundle again. Basically, you get the pink Himalayan salt. So you can put salt in your water or have this nice salt in your kitchen. And then for smoothie boosters, we have the greens, spirulina and chlorella with Irish moss or kelp powder and some Ceylon cinnamon, which is great for your digestive system. We have the Zura berries. This is the Zura bundle, by the way. It's maqui berry, which is from Chile, acai, and camu camu, which are rainforest berries. Very concentrated berries, and some lucuma, which gives it a little sweetness, but it is a fruit. And then some therapeutic mushrooms. This is a 14 mushroom blend, like reishi, cordyceps, lion's mane. Then the deli greens, which we also are offering separately through the 14th. You get this. This is a 10 ounce. We ran out of 16-ounce oil, so we're giving everybody a 32, a quart of coconut oil. If you want to do some of those easy cookie sheet recipes, it's great to use this. You can use it in place of butter. You can bake with it. You can use it as a moisturizer. The two oils I eat are olive oil and coconut oil. Of course, the ones we sell mostly. We want you to try our cacao powder, so you could make like some mushroom hot cocos. And we'd like you to try our new chia protein powder. You can make chia pudding with this. You can also put it in a smoothie. It's like, it's kind of like a little bit of a thickener. Has that chia gel in it if you've had chia pudding before. The daily green product, I have an analysis of this from a lab, but I'm going to tell you what's in this product. Alfalfa grass powder, wheatgrass powder, barley grass powder. So you get 3 grasses. Lemon juice powder. Now these are all organic. Kale powder. Astragalus. It's a 10-to-1 organic astragalus concentrate. Spirulina powder, which is organic. Oatgrass powder, organic, of course. Everything's organic in this. And chlorella powder. And it is made in the US. So this is our bundle. We call it the challenge bundle. Just because we needed to come up with an offer for the challenge. And so this is what we decided it would be. You're also going to get the 10% coupon. And you can enter to win the gift certificate. Now briefly, I'll talk about another cleansing method. This is one that we had since the beginning, the first year we started. This was some of the first stuff carried. We do have other greens products like Pure Synergy Superfood Greens. I like to kind of, try different things, and then each month I might pick a different green to try. But so Health Force was kind of born out of the cleanse, and they have a product called Vitamin Mineral Green. You can just take this on a day-by-day basis. This has like nettles and grasses and different herbs and things and spirulina. So what you would do is, maybe you might do a 5-day cleanse, and you would take this 3 times a day in water, like a huge scoop, or a heaping tablespoon is what you do in a big glass of water. This would kind of be your meal 3 times a day. 1 time a day, this would be your snack, which is all grasses. This in water. I know you're up to 4 glasses of water. You would also take an intestinal movement formula, because you'd want to keep moving. This has like slippery elm, and peppermint leaf, some other things in here, thyme, oregano. So you want to make sure you're moving and grooving while you're cleansing. And then they also make a drawing formula. Now, so if you take this for breakfast in water, an hour later, you would take some of this drawing formula, which is basically activated charcoal. So, but you're not eating food during, if you do the Health Force Vitamin Mineral Cleanse, is what I call it. You can take all these when you're not doing a cleanse too, but they do come together easily to make a cleanse, and it kind of makes sense. So if you take this, especially by day 2 or 3, and you've only had this and the other things, your cells will start to release some stuff, and that's why you have charcoal an hour later. It makes sure you don't reabsorb it, you pull it out of your system. That's also why you keep moving and grooving. And then you can add things in. This is the parasite cleanse formula called Scram. And this is really just concentrated herbs. It's clove, black walnut, milk thistle. A lot of times these will have, oregano or thyme, just powerful herbs. And it can be a little upsetting on the belly, depending on how much you take, but you start off with a few and you keep increasing until you use the whole bottle. It takes about 2 weeks. You can also add in something like a liver-specific cleanse in with the rest of your cleanse. This is like turmeric, dandelion, and milk thistle seed. So we have other products. Some people say things like shilajit are good to add in with the cleanse. It's just like a trace mineral complex. It's good to know that you have your iodine. You're not depleted on iodine when you're cleansing too. And you can do that simply by eating a little seaweed or some kelp powder or granules or something. We have some great dulse. We have a couple different kinds of salt that we offer. I showed you that. We have a great Gynostema tea, the longevity tea. Each bag of this makes like 3 cups. This is good for longer cleanse. If you want something different, instead of plain water all the time, you can make like an iced tea. And just making herbal teas and things and drinking that as part of your food, especially when you're in that 2nd week, when you're supposed to be all liquid. Now, you don't have to do any of that. That's if you want to. It depends on how you feel. If you have reason to believe that you were poisoned by something, then you may want to do that. So we have the bundle going out. Helen, do we have any questions?
No, we don't have questions. I just want to remind people that the 3 specials are good through the weekend. That is we have the Detox Challenge Bundle. We have the discount, which is over 40% off on the daily greens. And we have that discount coupon that is available if you are in the challenge. It's a challenge exclusive. And so if you look in chat or comments in the group, you will find the code. And it will also be emailed out to you if you are watching this at home on YouTube or something. Okay, so I think that's all I have. Oh, no, I have one more thing. As far as the gift certificate, we are collecting names all through the weekend as well. I noticed a lot of people watch the Facebook Live over the weekend. I can watch the views coming in. So throughout the weekend, you can put #Zing in the comments to be entered to win that $150 gift certificate to Natural Zing.
Okay, and if there's a challenge you'd like to see, drop a comment on one of our platforms and let us know, or send us an email. If you'd like to talk to someone on the phone, we answer our phone. We've always answered our phone Monday through Friday, all day long. For the last 18 years, actually, we're answering that phone. So if you need to talk to someone, that's why we're here. That's why we answer our phone. A lot of these e-com businesses, the new ones, you need email support, and you don't even know what's going on half the time when you order stuff. So we actually have human beings here ready to help you and get you started on your journey. And I just want to remind you, about what I said about complexity. Let's make it simple. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough water? Can I get some greens in my body? Green juice, green smoothie, salad maybe, or vegetable. And then can I take a walk? Can I get 20 minutes of meditation? Try that. Try it for 7 days. Try it for 30 days. Let us know how it goes. So I want to thank everyone for showing up today. And have an awesome weekend. Thanks, Helen.
Thanks. I just want to remind people that I will be sending out an email about our next challenge. So watch your email, and also watch your email for all these videos. I post them all up on YouTube, and you can get a summary to watch. If you missed a day here or there, no worries. You will get all of the videos. So watch your email for those videos. Thank you.
Okay. Take care. Have an awesome day.
Bye.